You feel it, don't you? That persistent hum beneath the surface of your daily bustle, that quiet, insistent question that no amount of distraction can truly silence. It's the query that has haunted humanity since we first gazed at the stars. Why are we here? Do not avert your eyes, for this is not a philosophical parlor game for idle minds. This is the very bedrock of your existence, and I, Marcus Aurelius, once Emperor of Rome, now speak to you from across the chasm of 2 millennia, because the answer, the only answer that truly matters, is not found in the opulent halls of power, nor in the clamor of the marketplace, nor in the fleeting pleasures of the flesh. It is found within. And I implore you, do not dare switch off, for what I am about to impart could be the most vital truth you ever hear. Your very peace depends upon it. You yearn for purpose, do you not? You chase fleeting joys, accumulate possessions, seek validation from others, yet still that hollow ache persists. The relentless pursuit of more, of external satisfaction, leaves you exhausted and unfulfilled. I have witnessed this cycle for centuries, through the rise and fall of empires, the triumphs and tragedies of countless lives. I saw it in my own court, amongst the most powerful men in the world, and I saw it in the eyes of the common citizen struggling for survival. The universal affliction, this yearning for meaning, remains constant, and tonight I offer you not a fleeting comfort, but a truth forged in the crucible of absolute power, devastating loss, and relentless introspection. A truth that, once grasped, will transform your perception of everything. Stay with me, for this is not a suggestion. It is an urgent summons to reclaim your own mind. My life, as history records it, was one of relentless duty. From the dawn chorus of imperial correspondence to the endless strategizing of war, from judging complex legal disputes to consoling a grieving mother, my days were a relentless torrent of responsibilities. I stood at the apex of the known world, wielding immense power, yet that power, that very pinnacle of human ambition, offered no solace to the soul. It offered no meaning. It offered no escape from the relentless march of time, nor from the inevitability of suffering and death. And it is in facing these unvarnished truths, these inescapable realities of the human condition, that we begin to glimpse the true meaning of life. Consider the vastness of the cosmos, the fleeting nature of your individual existence within its immensity. Empires rise and fall like tides on a shore. Grand monuments crumble to dust. The names of great men, once shouted by millions, fade into the whispers of antiquity. What then, you might ask, is the point of it all? Is it merely to acquire, to consume, to strive for a momentary glory that will inevitably be swallowed by oblivion? To believe so is to embrace a profound and ultimately destructive delusion. It is to live as a slave to external circumstances, forever chasing a mirage. No, the meaning of life as I came to understand it through years of profound introspection, through the guidance of philosophy, and through the crucible of immense personal and imperial struggle, lies not in what you possess, nor in what you achieve in the eyes of the world, but in how you live. It lies in the quality of your character, in the rectitude of your actions, and in your unwavering commitment to reason and virtue. Let us dissect this, for it is not a simplistic platitude. To live by reason is to acknowledge that you are part of a larger, interconnected whole. It is to understand that the universe operates according to an inherent logic, a divine reason, if you will, that permeates all things. Your mind, your faculty of reason, is a spark of this divine fire, and your purpose, your ultimate function, is to align yourself with this universal order. This means recognizing what is within your control and what is not. Most of your anxieties, most of your frustrations stem from your futile attempts to control that which is external to you. The opinions of others, the whims of fortune, the passage of time, even the actions of your loved ones. These are not yours to command. They are like the wind and the waves. You can only adjust your sails. But your thoughts, your judgments, your impulses, your reactions, these are entirely within your dominion. This is your true kingdom, the only one you can truly govern. And it is within this inner kingdom that you forge your meaning. To cultivate virtue, then, is to live in harmony with reason. What are these virtues? They are not abstract concepts, but practical guides for navigating the complexities of existence. Wisdom, first and foremost, the ability to discern what is good, what is bad, and what is indifferent. To understand that true good lies in virtue itself and true evil in vice. Everything else, wealth, poverty, health, sickness, pleasure, pain, life, death, these are indifferent. They are the raw materials with which fate presents you, and it is your reasoned response to them that determines their impact on your soul. Then there is justice, not merely the legalistic concept, but the profound understanding that all humanity is connected, that we are all limbs of the same body. To act justly is to act for the common good, to treat others with fairness and benevolence, recognizing their inherent dignity and their shared human nature. My duties as emperor often demanded difficult decisions, but I strove always for justice, even when it was unpopular, even when it meant personal sacrifice. For to harm another is to harm yourself, to disrupt the harmony of the whole. Courage, not the bravado of the battlefield, though I knew that intimately, but the inner fortitude to face adversity with equanimity, to confront your fears, to stand firm against temptation, to speak truth to power, even to yourself. It is the courage to embrace life's inevitable challenges, to see them not as punishments, but as opportunities for growth and self-mastery. And finally, temperance, or self-control. This is the discipline of the desires, the ability to moderate your appetites, to not be enslaved by pleasure or aversion. It is understanding that true contentment comes not from endless gratification, but from living within reason, from finding satisfaction in simple things, and from being content with what is sufficient. The pursuit of endless external pleasure is a treadmill of disappointment, for each new acquisition merely creates a new desire. This, then, is the meaning of life: to live in accordance with these virtues, to cultivate your inner self, to perfect your character, to become a good human being. It is a lifelong endeavor, a continuous process of learning, reflection, and self-correction. There will be setbacks, there will be failures, for you are human. But the value lies not in never stumbling, but in always striving to rise again, to learn from your mistakes, and to recommit to the path of reason. Consider my own life. I spent decades on the frontiers, battling barbarian hordes, dealing with plague, economic crises, and political intrigue. My personal life was not immune to tragedy. I lost children, faced illness, and endured the stresses of empire. Yet, it was in these very struggles that the philosophy I embraced, Stoicism, became my anchor. It taught me not to curse fate, but to accept what I could not change, and to focus my energy on what I could: my reaction, my judgment, my character. When plague ravaged Rome, I did not succumb to despair, but sought to mitigate its effects and ensure the well-being of my people. When faced with rebellious legions, I sought not vengeance, but a swift and just resolution. When my own body failed me, I focused not on the pain, but on the dignity with which I faced my end. This was not the indifference of a statue, but the conscious choice of a rational being, understanding that the only true freedom lies in mastering oneself. The fleeting nature of life is not a cause for despair, but a powerful impetus for action. You are granted this precious, finite span of time. What will you do with it? Will you squander it in trivial pursuits, in endless distractions, in the pursuit of fleeting pleasures that leave you hollow? Or will you invest it in the only thing that truly endures, the cultivation of your soul, the perfecting of your character, the contribution of good to the world around you? The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has granted you the gift of consciousness, the capacity for reason, and the freedom to choose. Every moment is an opportunity to make that choice. Will you react instinctively, driven by passion and external circumstance, like a wild animal? Or will you respond thoughtfully, guided by reason and virtue, like a truly human being? Do not imagine that this path is easy. It demands vigilance, self-discipline, and a willingness to confront your own imperfections. It requires you to be brutally honest with yourself, to examine your motives, to question your assumptions, and to shed the illusions that society often imposes upon you. But the rewards are immeasurable. The meaning of life, then, is not some grand cosmic secret to be uncovered in a hidden tome or revealed by a prophet. It is the active, deliberate process of becoming the best version of yourself, not for external reward, but for the inherent good of it. It is to live in harmony with nature, to act with justice towards your fellow human beings, to face adversity with courage, and to master your desires with temperance. And what happens when your time comes, as it inevitably will? If you have lived a life of virtue, if you have cultivated your inner self, if you have striven to be a good human being, then you will face your end not with fear, but with tranquility. You will have played your part well in the grand drama of existence. You will have left the stage having lived a life of meaning, not because of what you accumulated, but because of who you became. So I urge you, do not delay. Do not wait for some grand revelation, some external sign. The answers are within you, waiting to be unearthed. Begin today. In every interaction, in every decision, in every moment, ask yourself, is this action aligned with reason? Is it just? Is it courageous? Is it temperate? For in these small, seemingly insignificant choices, you are forging the very meaning of your life. Live each day as if it were your last, not in a hedonistic pursuit of pleasure, but with the full awareness of its preciousness and with the unwavering commitment to live it virtuously. For the only life you truly have is this present moment, and in this moment you have the power to choose meaning. Thank you for watching. If these words have resonated with you, if they have sparked a flicker of recognition within your own soul, then I urge you to continue this journey of self-discovery. Subscribe to this channel and let us continue to explore these timeless truths together. Until next time, live well, live wisely,